Hey guys, welcome to NZDT. Today we're going to go over something a little bit different as we are stuck in a plane for many hours. Look at that. Wow. And there's really not that many people, so we have a bit of room for ourselves. So today we're going to talk about 15 different ways to entertain yourself in a long haul flight. So technically right now we are in a long haul flight. We're in an international flight, but it's only about 4 hours. We're just going from New Zealand to the Cook Islands. So let's go over 15 ways to entertain yourself in a flight.
First up, we have stretch. So make sure that blood circulation is running, because when you do, especially long haul flights all the way to New Zealand, you definitely need to move around. It's good for your body basically. So remember to get up every so often, stretch your legs, give your ankles a bit of a walk around, and keep healthy. Yeah, so I literally always take a walk and usually I go all the way to the back of the plane, like just behind me, go all the way behind the plane and just do one loop around the plane, and it just really helps a lot with that. Hello, the stewardess here are fantastic. Alright, number 2 that we have is play ONITAMA. So again, this is a sponsor, this is not a sponsored channel right here, so I am not paid to recommend this app. But ONITAMA is a fantastic app which is free to download, and it's a pass and play, so it's basically kind of much simpler than chess, and it's a very intricate board game. It's available as a board game, but it's not really that travel friendly, it's quite big. But you have a fantastic app version, it's entirely free to use, there's no premium or anything. You can get something which has different colors, but that's it. And Laura and I literally play that game all the time. When we travel, there's always at least 1 or 2 games that we play together. So it's ONITAMA, look at that. Boom, moving on to the next one. Next one we have is read a good book. So you might prefer paper books.
G'day folks, from the flight deck, a little bit of 2 minutes here, please fasten your seatbelts.
Alright, so you might prefer paper books.
So you might prefer paper books, they're not always the most travel friendly. So what we like to do is download the ebooks onto our phone and read straight off our phone, because that's no extra packing required.
Yep.
And it's a good way to pass a lot of time, especially if you're into a good book. And we have plenty of book recommendations on nzpocketguide.com if you want to check out books to do with New Zealand. And Robin can show you a demonstration.
One thing that we like to read together, weirdly enough, is those choose your own adventure books. They made some for adults, which is quite cool. And then you get to basically you read like, oh, you enter a big cave and blah blah. Do you go left or do you go right? So you keep on going, and pretty much all the time you end up, dying or something like that. But sometimes you get to survive. So, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one that we have is watch a movie. The entertainment, hubs. In each of those airlines, I have always hundreds and hundreds of movies. As you can see, all those ones are paid, just because we're cheap and we get ourselves some cheap plane tickets. But there are some which are not paid. Somewhere I may be able to find one.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, season 11.
Okay, that's a series, but that's not fun. Yeah, watching a movie, obviously, that's an obvious one. So we're not going to explain all of it. People know. You can watch movies.
Okay, cool.
Moving on.
You can get hammered. So on long haul international flights, usually alcoholic drinks are included, whereas on short haul flights, alcoholic drinks aren't usually included, and you have to pay a little extra. So we got ourselves a nice. What is that?
That's vodka and apple juice, and I have a Bloody Mary. So here you go. So one of the things you need to know about drinking alcohol in plane is that because of the altitude, I think, I'm not 100% sure of the science, but because of the altitude, you get drunk much faster. So you need a couple of drinks to be really happy about life, which is kind of fun. But another thing to keep in mind though is that it's really smart to stay hydrated during the flight. So it's up to you if you want to drink in your flight or not. But stay hydrated as well. Have a bottle of water and get yourself hydrated. Moving on to the next one is talking to your neighbors. If you do have neighbors, we don't really. We have a guy sleeping, and then, as I said, the plane is pretty much empty right now. But if you do have neighbors, it's a great way to make friends. I actually met some really cool people in flight, especially in New Zealand. There's actually 2 people that are still see to this day in New Zealand, so you know we were. But yeah, there's still two people that still see to this day in the country after meeting them literally on the flight. So here you go, talk to your neighbors, make some friends. Moving on.
Moving on is play a game is our next thing to do on your flight. So Robin and I, we often play lots of travel games, and this one's pretty cool. It's called
Hide Pocket.
Hide Pocket.
It's
You
small of it.
can carry it around with you. So yeah, trade tables are really great for playing the games, and just bring yourself a nice travel size game for that. And if you want to check out a full video on our top travel games, Robin did a really awesome video on YouTube.
I did two of them.
Two of them, which you can check out on our channel and get some inspiration for the type of games to bring with you on your trip.
Yeah, I have over 20 recommendations for you guys, and there's a link right above. Alright, moving on to the next on our list, and we're having trying to sleep. I personally can never do that. Nora always fall asleep. I think she's the right size to fall asleep in a plane. I'm just too tall to fall asleep in planes. But yeah, trying to fall asleep, maybe you need a neck pillow, maybe there's a technique. I don't know. Ooh, there's a lot of turbulence. But yeah, maybe there's a technique to sleeping into a plane. I don't know it, I don't have it. But if you can, that would definitely help you shave off a lot of time in your long haul flight. Alright, moving on to the next one. What do we have?
Next one is do your errands. So you mean you don't want to do your errands when you're currently doing awesome stuff on your travels. So the plane, when it's a little bit boring, that's the perfect time to, you know, do anything that you need to do. Maybe create a shopping list for the place where you're going to arrive.
That's what we did right now. Like boringly, we literally just did a shopping list for, you know, refilling like the food shelf in our home when we get back home.
If you have any emails or any messages replying to family that you need to do, then on the flight is a good time to do it.
And yeah, so I do emails like on my phone, and then it just sends when I get back network, so it's so handy. I love it. I really do love it. Alright, so the next one that we have is what Laura has up to right here. Is trying origami. There is always some pieces of paper available. This is a stick bag. And I made a little foxy fox out of it. What's the name of the foxy fox?
I want to say Foxy.
There you go. So Laura made little foxy. So yeah, trying origami, it's fun. You know, it requires a patience, and you know, so does flying. So here you go, combine them together. That should work. All right, next one we have is eating.
Well,
so if your ticket, like us, you know, you put it cheap and you don't have food included, but most local haul flights would have it. Pack yourself some snacks, like learn from us. But aside from that, literally just eat what you have and actually take the time to taste it. It's super salty usually because your taste buds are different. They just taste different when you're in altitude, so they put so much more salt in there. But yeah, take your time with your food. Usually munch. Take your time and enjoy the airplane food. Okay, next on the list we have listening to music. Plenty of music available in here, and at least the music you don't have to pay for it, so it's right there. But you can download your own music if you want, and headphones are provided in new, renewable thingy.
Yeah, we used to always bring our own, which is always good. I mean, saves on more stuff being used.
Yeah.
But nowadays they're not always wrapped in plastic. You can get them in sort of paper bags now. So yeah, if you get your headphones, there's always headphones available. So don't worry about it. Get some headphones and listen to some tunes.
Ooh. The next one that we have is looking through your photos. I mean, we take way too many photos. If you guys know anything about what we're doing, so as you know, when we travel, it's usually to write our travel guides, like NZDT.com, which is New Zealand's largest travel guide, etc. But yeah, we take a ton of photos, so it's a good time for us to kind of reconvene, check through everything that we took as photos, and just see if there is something missing and we need to remember it for next time. So there's some really awesome shots that we've done. So they are so on point on service today. It's quite amazing. All right, the next one that we have on the list is very boring. Very boring. It's the New Zealand passenger arrival count. So we are assuming that most of you guys are going to take a flight from overseas, let's say the US, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Australia. You're going to come to New Zealand to visit. That's probably why you're watching this video and why you're so stressed about taking such a long flight and not knowing what to do. Well, that's one of the things that you can be doing. Those cards, you need to fill up a lot of different information in there, like your flight number, your passport number, your name. Like you need to declare a lot of different items. It's Yeah, it's actually got twice bigger recently. You have to update the article on NZ Pocket Guide. We have a full article to help you fill that up. But just doing that will already shave off like 15 minutes in your flight.
Yeah, you don't want to leave this till last minute either, because it is actually quite a lot to go through, and you do have to find out all your, you know, where your flight number and all that. So best to do that on the flight and take the time doing it.
Alright, and the last one, that's going to be a cheeky one, is either sitting around the back of the plane or, you know, trying to sneak into the bathroom and everything and trying to join the Mile High Clubs. Miles High Club? I don't know. There's an S somewhere. Anyway, attempt it. May as well try it, right, while you're in the plane. Anyway, moving on from the joke. If you guys find this video useful, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're here for you to give you so many travel tips about New Zealand usually. We also have a live session every single Sunday at 8 AM New Zealand time, so we can talk about traveling in New Zealand. You can come and ask all your questions to us. And yeah, you can also check out nzpocketguide.com for all your travel tips, hidden gems and much more. With that in mind, bye-bye.
See ya.
And then the sneaky last one, I want to let you know that if you are a nice boyfriend or girlfriend, you can also surprise your partner with a chocolate bar.
Oh.
She does love caramello.
It's a very melted caramello.
I got it from you in the Cook Islands, Laura.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.